What's up, guys? Earth First Space Later here. For all of you guys who are being hit with either you have to wear a mask at work, or you're thinking that once you reopen you're going to have to wear a mask at work mandatorily, I want to tell you one thing right now. Part of your uniform for your work from your employer cannot be anything that would put you in a medically unsafe position, okay? And you do not have to wear a mask legally because of that. I'll put a link in the description. There's multiple places where you can find this. Sorry, it was light a few minutes ago. It's getting dark. My apologies. This is a legal notice medical disclaimer. I'm going to read it to you real quick. Try to keep this video short. Legal notice medical. Be informed that I am exempt from all regulation mandating face mask usage in public based on medical criteria supported by verifiable testing data. Wearing a face mask poses a risk to my health, hygiene, and mental well-being. A standard face mask is not a micron filter and cannot inhibit or prevent bacteria or viruses. What that means is that these masks that people are wearing, the viruses that they say, which is a whole nother controversial debate, are so small that they can get through the mask anyway. A standard mask is not a micron filter and cannot inhibit or prevent bacteria or viruses. Under the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, September 15th, 2010, and HIPAA Privacy Rule 45 CSR Part 160 and Subparts A and E of Part 164, March 26, 2013, I am not required to disclose my medical condition as covered in these confidentiality clauses. Department of Justice ADA Violation Information Line 1-800-514-0301. In accordance with the ADA, organizations, businesses, or individuals can be held liable for any injury, inconvenience, loss of income, death, or psychological distress pending legal proceedings citing consequential detrimental acts, effects, events, or developments. Violations to rights under the ADA are subject to a first offense fine up to $75,000 and $150,000 for any subsequent violation. Wearing a face mask is exceedingly hazardous, far greater than the threat of coronavirus. Oral bacteria buildup within a mask results in toxicity affecting the gums, throat, and lungs. Covering the nose and mouth forces CO2 recirculation, limiting the O2 intake. Hypoxia or oxygen deprivation and hypercapnia, CO2 rebreathing, impairs bodily and mental functions and can cause discomfort, drowsiness, work rate reduction, dizziness, headache, psychotaxia, fatigue, disorientation, speech impairment, exhaustion, muscular weakness or twitching, paranoia, hyperventilation, depression, panic attack, syncopal episode, or irregular heartbeat. A constant uninhibited airflow and oral cleanliness equals disease prevention. In the event of a refusal to comply with this notice resulting in forced or coerced mask usage, the responsible party is required to sign this notice and accept full liability for any and all consequential physical or psychological health issues. Okay? That's what this paper says. And then down here where all these blanks are, name of responsible person, position of responsible person, and the signature of the responsible person. If you can't get your employer, your manager, your employer to sign those lines, then they're not going to take liability. And underneath that, it says in the date and then the name of the issuer of the notice and the signature of the issuer of the notice. That's you. You're issuing the notice. You're counter offering. This is how we have to start fighting back. They make an offer, we counter the offer. You can't just say no. You have to say, oh, okay, I'll be happy to wear your mask if you will sign this saying you guarantee that my safety is insured, and you will take full responsibility for anything that happens to me while I'm wearing that mask. If I pass out in my car driving, well, I mean, if you're at work, probably not, but we've already seen in the news, people have passed out driving in cars and had wrecks. What's going to happen if you are working and you have oxygen deprivation and you pass out and you get hurt, or you hurt somebody else? You know, well, I mean, oh my gosh. What if you fall? What if you work at a restaurant and you fall on a knife? It's limitless what can happen when you're depriving yourself of oxygen like this. This is not safe to do for 8 to 10 to 12 hours at a time. Okay? I love you guys. You're great. Remember, guys, you might have an employer, but you also have a bunch of employees. They're called the public servants of the United States of America. All of the politicians, they all work for us. Okay? We have to contact them and tell them that we're not going to put up with this anymore. I'm not litigious, never have been, but I'm willing to stand up for my family, for my country, for my friends and my family, to give other people bravery to do the same thing. And if I originally thought I would quit over this, but I'm not going to quit. I'm going to make them fire me, and then I'm going to sue them, because this is insane BS. Masks are not safe to wear for those long periods of time. Lazy time is over. We all have to get involved. Peace. I love you all.